We cannot allow ourselves to kowtow and bend the knee to a billionaire just because he can take advantage of us with his money.
Community members from across the city have come to this very body, pleading that something be done to ensure that the richest man in the world isn't able to compromise our health, our air, and our water.
Elon Musk's xAI supercomputer project in Memphis is now coming under increased scrutiny. People who live in this community and community leaders say that the facility is polluting the air and the water in South Memphis. It's located in a historically black working-class neighborhood. It runs methane gas turbines, which release chemicals like formaldehyde and nitrogen oxides. Musk wants to build a second, even more powerful data center about 10 miles away. The NAACP demanding, though, that the project be stopped, telling county officials that, quote, "We're urging you again to ensure that xAI stops operating its unpermitted turbines in violation of the Clean Air and Open Meeting Act laws, and to order xAI to pay penalties for operating in violation of the law." Moreover, the message sent to the community is that billionaires matter more than the taxpayers and residents who live there. We ask you to reconsider the decision. This project was billed as a game changer for Memphis. It's forecast to bring in $15 to $20 million in annual property taxes and expected to generate somewhere around 300 new jobs, potentially reviving a community that is in desperate need for investment. The mayor of Memphis is with us now, Paul Young. Thank you, sir, for your time. You support this, big supercomputer. Why and how do you address the concerns of people who are very worried that it could have negative effects on your town?
Well, first, let me say I'm not the spokesman for the project, but I am the mayor of Memphis, and so I advocate for all things good for our city. And it's up to me to figure out how do we exploit this opportunity for our good. And we're looking at a project that was in a vacant building that sat vacant for many years after Electrolux left, in an industrial area that's 2.5 miles from any home. And it's in a community where 75 of the properties on the list for condemnation are located in that community, the second highest in our city, one grocery store. So there are some conditions in that community that require investment. And so when we look at this project, my goal is to make sure we're protecting the community against the environmental concerns, but also using that money to elevate a community that is desperately in need of investment. What about the claims, Mayor, that it is unpermitted and in violation of the Clean Air and Open Meeting Act's law? Is that true? Well, they have 365 days to get the temporary turbines permitted, and they filed for the permits in January. They're expected to have those permits by September, and the turbines that are permitted are actually 15 backup turbines because they are building 2 substations that are allowing them to tap directly into our local utilities grid. And so the concern is a temporary concern. And we believe that long term, the billions of dollars that are being invested are going to make a significant difference in addressing the major issues that we have in our community. When we talk about environmental challenges, we are having a debate around outdoor air quality. The most significant thing that's impacting our community is indoor air quality with the poor quality of housing. My goal is to make sure that we're using these dollars to invest in upgrading the housing and the infrastructure in the community most immediately adjacent to this property. Now there's the idea of a second supercomputer site. What is the status of those conversations? And are you getting similar pushback on another site? Yeah, there's a second site that is a few miles away from the first site. It's really close to Mississippi. It's in Whitehaven area of our community. We're still working out what the power solution is going to look like there, but we have the same compass in terms of ensuring that the community is protected, that we have enough reliability to ensure it doesn't strain the demand on our utility grid, and making sure that we get the maximum benefit for the residents of our city. If it weren't Elon Musk behind this project, do you think you'd be getting the same pushback? Well, like I tell everybody when we had this conversation, my goal is to separate the project from the person and really look at what the value proposition is for our community.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe below and download our NewsNation app right now on your phone, and you will get fact-based, unbiased news for all Americans.